Hey, what's up? So today I wanted to do a tier list. I was waiting for after the new Naruto and Sasuke release because I was wondering if they were gonna place on the tier list. Unfortunately they don't because they're not very good. But I wanna make a free-to-play only tier list, so if this video gets enough support I will. If it doesn't, then but if it does get enough support I will. And I'm gonna explain now the rules for my tier list. I'm ranking them from A, S, SS, and God tier units. I was gonna also include B, C, and Z rank units, but it was gonna be too long. It was gonna be like a 1-hour video, and I don't know if people wanna see through that. I'm gonna be going briefly over them, and I'm gonna be considering that every single unit on this list is max duped, max build, max everything, and PvE only. I'm not counting PvP. I don't play PvP enough to know what units are better than the others, so I'm not gonna do that. And the regular units wouldn't be on the list anyway, so it would be on just Blazing Bash and some Blazing Fast units. So yeah, let me start. I was gonna do this video actually last week when the whole bandwagon of tier list and reroll guides were happening, and I was gonna get like 50 times more views than I will, but I didn't care that much, because I knew I thought there was gonna be an incomplete video if Naruto and Sasuke released and they were gonna like place on S rank, but they don't, so it was really stupid idea that I have. So yeah, let me start with Sakura Haruno. the Samurai Sakura. She used to be, I would consider her S tier before Hagoromo came in. After Hagoromo, she's not a very good unit. She just has this 300 self-healing for her, and that is it. I would still run her on Wisdom, but other than Wisdom, is there really someone somewhere that you wanna run her? I don't think so. That's why she's still a rank unit. But yikes. Next on the list is the Blazing Fast skilled Tsunade. She's an amazing unit, don't get me wrong. But other than healing, she can nuke technically, but she doesn't have a real passive healing. She does have this sync with skill that restores 75 HP, but she doesn't have a real passive healing. And like we've gone out of the meta that you jutsu to heal and more to the meta where it's passive healing, so she's kind of out the meta. She heals for a lot though, but she's kind of out the meta. That's why she's not an S tier, and she is an A tier. Next on the list is Sasuke, Long Road to 8 Tournament. Yikes, this Sasuke was supposed to be so good. He would be so good if only his abilities weren't so garbage, because he has some good sinking, he does have a good field and body skill, he does have a good ultimate, but the abilities, man, if you are counting that every single person in this list has 4 abilities, he has nothing on his abilities to back up for him. He's not very good. Without abilities, great. With abilities, ew. Next, let's be honest, Nagato isn't that great. He's good, isn't that great. I would rank him on SS just for the memes, but I won't. He ranks on A rank because other than being a tank, does he have something going for him? He doesn't. He really doesn't. He can spam jutsus and ultimates, but the tanking is what backs him up, and other than that, he doesn't have much. Oh, the music was so loud, okay. Next up, Mada Uchiha Path of Dreams. He's the Blazing Bash Mada Unawakened, so not Blazing Awoken. He does have a lot of reduced damage, 25%, and a body of 20. But his thing is that with dupes he does a good amount of damage, he has a lot of slip damage, also he can dodge, and his jutsu is an insta ultra combo, so he's amazing for a Fensal cast. So he's not anymore because of new Naruto, but before Naruto came in, the 0.32% Naruto came in, he used to be the best opener for Fensal cast. So he plays on A rank, not S rank though, he's not good enough for that. Next up is KCM Minato. He used to be amazing, but right now, because again the meta is just evolving and evolving, he isn't that great anymore. When you have him max duped and max near broken, he does do a lot of damage, but because his chance of resetting is so bad, I don't think he deserves a higher spot in this. If it was like 20%, maybe I would give him a higher spot, but nah. He's not very consistent. Naruto. I may get a lot of flack for this, because, oh, he does a lot of damage, but you need to revolve your raid so much about Naruto that it's not worth it. You need to stall with him for so many fucking turns that it's not worth boosting him up to do amount of damage that Mada could easily do, you know? It's just not worth it. For old meta, he used to be insane because he used to one-shot everything, but he doesn't anymore. So yeah, he has fallen. Even with his limit break, I don't think he's that great, because again, you need to revolve the team so much about him that it's just not worth it. Usakada, he has an immense AoE that does sleep damage, so I like that about him. Other than that, the reduced damage factor is pretty good, but I wanted to pull him higher, but I couldn't figure a reason to. So he's on A rank, almost at S rank though. He's a really good unit. Next is The Last Naruto. The Last Naruto is a good, really good unit. If he didn't have this awful field skill of counter, he may have been S rank. If he had like healing as his field skill, maybe I would put him as S rank, but this field skill, like, counters are not very good in this game, and every unit that has counters will suffer from that. But other than that, he's really good, and also he's single target on both jutsu, so I couldn't give him S rank. Maybe if he was AoE on his ultimate, I would, but single target on both. Next up is Hashirama, Blazing Fast. Hashirama, he's just very good. He is kind of a I do everything kind of unit, because he tanks for every single type, and also his ultimate is what gives him the spot because of being almost S rank. Because he has a chance to Jutsu Seal and Immobilize. Unfortunately, it doesn't proc for bosses, that's why it's not like that effective, but he does it. And when he syncs with body, he does a 75 healing on top of the healing that he's already doing. And then, in my opinion, the best of these A rank units is the Blazing Bash Tsunade Unawakened. So she's a PvE version, and I'll tell you why. She heals for 500 per turn, she ignores type's advantage, she does a really huge amount of damage because of her attack stat, and on top of that she does have a body healing for 250, so she's healing so much. And also when she ultimates, she gets how much? 2500 of healing when she ultimates, on top of the damage that she's doing, which is a lot. So she's an amazing, almost S rank. I wouldn't put her S rank, I was gonna be biased and put her S rank because she's my bae, but no. So moving to S rank is where the goodies start to appear. Minato, the most recent Blazing Fast Minato. I wanted to not put him here, but because I know his damage potential, he does so much damage against bravery, it's not even funny. He's 3 and 6, for the amount of damage that he does being 3 and 6, he deserves to be an S rank, and I was gonna be putting him at A rank, but I know he does deserve to be an S rank because of the amount of shit that he does. Also he has a dodging buddy skill which can be useful for PvP, true, but I'm not touching on PvP. So next up is Sage Mode Naruto. Sage Mode Naruto is the unit for under 28. That's why he's an S rank in my opinion. He overall is already very good, but if you put on top of that he goes on 19 cost, he is just so good, dude. He's unbelievably good. It's actually quite impressive that it's been so long and we haven't had a under 28 unit as good as him. I'm waiting to see if Bandai is gonna release some unit that is as good as him being under 28. It's been a while. After Unblazing Awoken Hashirama. The reason why I think he's S rank is because he does heal for 450 per turn. He is for an 8, and when he syncs with Heart, he becomes a bit of a tank. And on his ultimate, he has a chance of immobilization. And also he hits the whole map, so I think he's deserving of S rank. I was thinking of putting him on A rank, but I think he is deserving of S rank. Next one is Sage 6 Paths Orbital. I don't even think I need to speak much about him, he just hits so hard, ignores types advantage, he can immobilize on his normal jutsu, he is just overall so good, it's not even funny, and he's probably gonna get a limit break anytime soon, maybe on, not the next batch of limit breaks, but the one after that. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. If it loads. Okay. Next up is Duo Mangekyo Sharingan Kakashi or Susanoo Kakashi. I've seen people saying this, both of them, so I'm gonna say Susanoo Kakashi. He is the same thing about Obito. He hits so hard. Only thing about Obito that I prefer over Kakashi is that he does ignore type advantage, but Kakashi has an immense AoE. That's why I think he's actually better than Obito overall. He has an immense AoE that does so much damage, and that's why he is S rank, not SS, but S rank, almost SS rank. I was gonna put him SS rank, but I thought, nah, SS rank is just for the best of the best. After that, Rinnegan Sasuke. Rinnegan Sasuke, although he's a year old, because of his limit break, he does, on top of doing AoE, huge AoE, and so much damage on it, he also has an 80% chance of immobilization, yeah, 80% chance of immobilization and 100% chance of sleep damage on the jutsu. So he's just an amazing unit overall. Also, I was gonna put him on SS, but then again, only for the best of the best. He is one of the best of almost the best of the best, but I think you understand where I'm going for. He's almost there. If it wasn't for, again, counters and having a trash buddy skill, maybe he would be there. After that, Jiraiya, the most recent Blazing Fast Jiraiya, he heals for 300 per turn. He has a chance of dodging. He has a 30% chance of resetting his jutsu, his ultimate jutsu. He has a his vast range, by the way. He's a vast range unit that has over 2000 attacks there, and he has a huge multiplier for his ultimate. He hits so hard on his ultimate, and again, he hits really hard on his ultimate. Has a huge chance of getting the chakra back from the ultimate, so you can spam his ultimate if you get lucky. Overall, really good unit, and also if you sync with all except body, he heals, but that's not very common, so I won't be like putting that as a reason to. But overall, extremely good unit. After that is the most recent Blazing Fast before the anniversary, or isn't he? I think he is. He is, right? Kabuto, I think Kabuto was one of those units that he was kind of overshadowed because of this second anniversary. Everyone was like, don't summon for Kabuto, don't summon for Kabuto, because the second anniversary is coming. And look at the people that summoned for Kabuto. Now they're smiling because Kabuto is an awesome unit. He heals for 350 per turn, has his vast range also as well, has a huge attack stat because of this boost ability, huge chance of resetting the jutsu. He's 4 and 8, and his jutsus do so much, dude. His ultimate is an AoE 16.5 times attack to all enemies in range, 100% chance of health recovery seal, which is useful for the new ninja road, 60% chance of attack reduction, 30% chance of jutsu sealing. He does so much on his jutsus, and also his normal jutsu, he has a 70% chance of immobilization. He just does so much. He's an amazing unit. And also field skill of reducing damage, which can also come in handy. Body skill is pretty trash, but yeah, can come in handy. Syncs with skill. Syncs with hard skill and body. He also restores a bit of health, but not very common, so I won't be also tickling inside him. Pause. Now for, in my opinion, the best of the S rank, Heart Madara. He is one of the most old units in the game, and he is still one of the best. Heart Madara is just an impressive unit. He does everything. He tanks a little bit, not much, but he tanks a little bit. He heals when he's on the back. He boosts attack. He does a fuck ton of damage on his ultimate. He ignores types advantage, AoE. He just does everything. He has a chance of getting the ultimate back. Again, he's a overall extremely good unit, and I like these units that you can bring to do everything. I'll bring Madara for a ninja road, I'll bring Madara to farm raids. He's just an amazing unit that you can do everything with. That's all there is. Now moving on to SS. Oh, first unit of the SS is the Blazing Fast Sakura that came in with Kakashi on the... was it New Year's? I think it's New Year's. So, maybe some people are gonna be, what? You put Sakura here? What about... what? Why didn't you put her on S rank? Can you put her on SS rank? Because she just heals for so much. She, when you sync with Bravery, syncs with Bravery, restores 75 HP, on top of the 500 that she's already healing, on top of the field and body skill, and also her jutsu heals for 5000. And she is kind of a nuke with her ultimate, but she's not there for that, so we won't count that much. And she is a tank for wisdom. Huge tank. 40% just on these wisdom abilities and plus the 15 overall. She is just... again, I would bring her for everything. If only she had a AoE, oh my god, she would be so overpowered. Should be so overpowered if she had an AoE. And also the 5000 of the jutsu is a 3 chakra one, so she's just constantly healing and healing and healing. You're immortal if you have her. You're just immortal. There's not much to it. Not much more to it. After Sakura, Sage 6 Paths Naruto, because I still believe that Sage 6 Paths Naruto is better than Sakura. He is also healing by a lot per turn, so he's also on the party that won't let you die. He heals for field skill, he heals for his own abilities by 600, he's tanking for wisdom too. On his first jutsu he gets a self combo, so he's also keep generating chakra, and his ultimate does so much damage, huge AoE. If you know Sage 6 Paths Naruto, you just know he's one of the best units in the game overall, and if you pull him, you know, it's a great multi. No matter what banner you're pulling in, it's a great multi. After Naruto, I have to give it to 2nd anniversary Sasuke. And why isn't he God tier? Because at this point, the question is, why isn't he the best unit in the game? And you already know who's the best unit in the game because he's not in here. But I think Sasuke is one of the best units in the game because he doesn't need dupes. But when you have dupes, oh my god. One thing that I don't know why Bandai did this, but he does a lot extra damage to Bravery and Wisdom, but he doesn't do extra damage to Heart. I suppose this is for Ninja Road. So Ninja Road, he's doing so much damage on types that he shouldn't be doing damage. That's amazing. He keeps getting chakra back on his jutsus, so he can spam and spam and spam jutsus. I did a video using him on Ninja Road. I just kept spamming jutsus non-stop. Also, he has a chance to not even use the jutsu, so he will be getting the chakra back and not using it, so he's gonna be making sure to have the ultimate. So overall, he's just an infinite chakra monster that hits extremely hard and neutralizes type's advantage on his ultimate. But why isn't he the best S-rank unit? Because Naruto also does pretty much the same thing as Sasuke, but he heals and he tanks. And the 40% damage reduction for Bravery and Wisdom is just insane, dude. 40% less damage. 40%. He's not taking damage. And on his ultimate, his first jutsu, on his first jutsu he has a enormous AoE. Enormous. I don't even know if that's a word, but he has it. It's just insane. He's insane. And then on his ultimate, he's pretty much the same ultimate as Sasuke, where he just packs a punch, but he does ignore type's advantage, which is not that bad, because a lot of units on Heart ignore type's advantage, so it wasn't needed for him to do so. Sasuke was kind of needed, because we don't have that many body units that do that, so Sasuke was kind of needed to do it, but Naruto wasn't, so I don't care that much that he doesn't ignore type's advantage. But yeah, Naruto is just so good because of his normal jutsu being extremely huge, and he tanks. I don't care that much about his last ability where he starts with full chakra, because on most missions, and by most missions I mean every single mission in the game, you don't need his ultimate right away. You just don't, and you're not gonna use it. You just don't. So who I think is the best unit for S rank? Kaguya. To this day, Kaguya is just Kaguya, you know? She heals for 700 per turn, she has a 40% chance to not use her jutsu, so you keep spamming her jutsu non-stop, 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 and every time you use her jutsu she gets herself 40% damage reduction, so you can use it on a unit that you're stalling with, like an enemy that you're stalling, you use it, you get less damage, and you don't use the jutsu, so you keep just jutsuing him, jutsuing him every single turn, and her ultimate unfortunately is single target. If she had AoE on her ultimate, I would say she was gonna be the best unit in the game, but she doesn't. That's her downfall. But she does pack a huge punch on her ultimate, 4 and 8, and on top of that she ignores type's advantage and the healing for 700 that we can't ignore. 700 per turn is just too much. It's almost like Sakura where she doesn't let you die, she just doesn't let you die. But there must be only one best unit in the game, and who is that? It's not Baki. I put Baki here as a joke because haha, Baki is a meme, but this video is super serious. So so 06 Paths Mada, you saw that coming, he does everything. He is everything. He's the game. He is the game. If you have Mother, you are the game. When I did the raids for Naruto and Sasuke, he was the unit that made the raids. He wasn't the Naruto and Sasuke for the anniversary. He was the unit that helped me do it. He was just dodging all over the place. He didn't take damage because when you sync with other Uchihas, he gets an extra 15% on top of the 30% that he already has. Like he's so good. He's so good. Syncs with bravery, he restores 100 per turn, so if you have 3 mothers, that's 300 per turn. And the 15% for Uchiha clan, he's the best unit in the game. I don't have much to say about it. He's just the best unit in the game. And I said I wasn't gonna touch on PvP, but he's also the best unit for PvP. So, but on his first jutsu, he removes everything that the enemy has that would fuck him up, and he also he doesn't take jutsus for 2 turns. He just jutsus, he completely fucks up the enemy, and he doesn't take jutsus back for 2 turns. He's an extreme cuck. That's what he is. And then on his ultimate, he hits everyone on the map. He immobilizes them for 2 turns with 100% chance. On bosses is not 100%, but also has that chance. And he's also on top of that doing a fuck ton of damage on them. He's an extreme cuck. And there's not much to it. He's just so good. When he came out, I was certain that 6 Paths Naruto was better. But after like weeks and months of using him, he's just insane. If I don't have him on my team, I don't feel safe. I need to bring him for everything that I do because I don't feel safe without him anymore. So yeah, that's just it. If you disagree and you think that Naruto or Sasuke are the best in the game, more power to you, but 6 Paths Mada is just, yeah, every single banner that he's featured, I would suggest someone summon you on it, because he's not gonna be surpassed anytime soon, since the anniversary units didn't surpass him, in my opinion. But leave your thoughts down below. If you want me to do the free-to-play one, please let me know too, and hope to see you in the next video, so please just fucking subscribe.